Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Swamp at Glenwood School. You're watching the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood, presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and the Houston Clinic. Tonight, the Gators look to strengthen their grip on a second straight region championship in the AHSAA. They have two obstacles left. Tonight, the first against the Dadeville Tigers, the second a week from tonight at dreaded rival Lee Scott. Dadeville comes into tonight off an overtime loss to Lee Scott last Friday. Tigers have been right there all season, with 2 overtime losses and a 1-point loss to Randolph County. They sit at 1-2 in region play, 1-5 overall. The Gators are 4-0 region play, but the last 2 weeks have been anything but smooth sailing. They fell to Wadley 15 days ago on a Thursday night after having a halftime lead. They also trailed at the half last week at Randolph County, before halftime adjustments by defensive coordinator Josh McConnell helped the Gators shut out Randolph County in the second half, en route to a 49-22 victory for the Gators on the road last week. The Gators have not lost a regular season region game or regular season home game since Ryan Nelson's first year in 2022. Can Dadeville turn the tide and get a signature win for second-year head coach Chad McKelvey, or will the Gators take care of business and set up the game of the year in a region championship next week against Lee Scott? Find out next on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
A life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong, with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Hit the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $12,250 off MSRP. New Chevy Traverse, the spacious and comfortable ride with affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
And welcome back to the Swamp here at Glenwood School. The Gators and the Dadeville Tigers, and a huge region matchup tonight from the Swamp. Gators coming in off a road win at Randolph County last week. Trailed at the half 22-21, and then the second half adjustments defensively, as I mentioned, led the Gators to a 49-22 victory, shutting out the Tigers of Randolph County 28-0 in the second half. Dadeville coming in 1-2 in region play. Second-year head man Chad McKelvey. Davis McKelvey, the quarterback for Dadeville, has a great arm and can run with the legs. Had a 79-yard touchdown run last week against Lee Scott to open up the scoring between the Warriors and the Tigers. They fell in overtime to Lee Scott 27-20. They also fell in overtime in the first game of the season to Elmore County 31-30. So the Tigers have been right there. Feels kind of similar vibes to last season. Gators went on the road to Dadeville late in the year before playing Lee Scott and won a dogfight, pulled away late to win 35-14. Dadeville won the toss. They've elected to defer. So the Gators offense and Jalen Stanley, who has been lighting the world on fire ever since he came in relief for the injured Trey Clarity, will begin with the ball on offense. I'd like to remind you that we are brought to you by Zaxby's, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Connecticut Credit Union, and the Jack Houston Clinic. This first quarter also brought to you by Cale Purdue State Farm Agency. Give her a call, 334-298-2300 today. Philip Baker will boot it away for Dadeville to get things started. And we're underway from the swamp. A swift kick up the middle of the field. Bounces by Tyler Clarity, taken at the 18. Zayden Hart coming near side of the 25, gets the edge of the 30, cuts up and gets taken down near the 35-yard line out of bounds. So a solid return for the Gators, good field position, some extracurriculars after the play was over. Jace McMillan taking it over to Dakari Daniels there near the 35, no flag thrown. But first and 10 for the Gators from the 36-yard line. Jalen Stanley, the leader in the region in passing yards at 1,531. 22 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions so far this season. Clark in the backfield, Stanley to throw. Far side of Cal Lawrence, Bob and intercepted. Intercepted by the Tigers on the first play of the ball game. Back to the 30, to the 20, 15, and down near the 10-yard line. Cale Hanks with the interception. And what a start for Dadeville. Stanley, his 4th interception thrown this season, just a tad behind Cal Lawrence. And Dadeville set up with a great opportunity to take an early lead. What a start for the Tigers. Davis McKelvey and the Dadeville offense set up with a 1st and 10 at the Glenwood 11-yard line. Two-back set, Nakia Woody and Cordy Jefferson. Jefferson in as the fullback in the fullback position. One wide far side. McKelvey. Handoff, middle, Woody, nothing doing. A whole bunch of black jerseys for the Gators up front to stop it for a loss. Gators, white helmets, black tops, black bottoms, white numbers. Dadeville pretty much inverted besides the helmets. White tops, white bottoms, and black numbers. I'm Noah Shelton alongside my producer Braden, my cameraman Aiden, who's going to do a little bit of color too tonight from the swamp. Come on, Aiden. Yeah, come on, Aiden. That was a great start. It was a crazy start, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, before the game even started, we had a little patriotic national anthem.
That was awesome.
Spencer Lukwire, the punter for Glenwood, played a little best rendition of Jimi Hendrix tonight, so obviously got us started here great at the swamp tonight.
Handoff middle, Jefferson maybe gains a couple, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 7 from the 8-yard line. The Tigers defense with a massive play on the first play from scrimmage for the Gators. Stanley's pass to Lawrence in the flat, just a tad thrown behind him. Kel Hanks intercepted it. He took it back to the 11, but now Dadeville facing a 3rd down and 7 from the 8. Same formation. I-form set. Snap back to McKelvey. Going to be reverse play. The near side. Gators sniffed it out immediately. And taken out for a loss is Dakari Daniels. What a play in the backfield.
Absolutely, especially if you're Dadeville. Obviously, you got the pick on the first play of the game. So you set yourself up about on your own 10 or 11. So you really got a good chance. But really, as you said, Glenwood has really been stout on defense to start the game.
Tyler Clarity there on the tackle for loss for the Gators. And that's going to make it about 4th down and 18 from the 19-yard line. And the Dadeville offense still out on the field. 4 wide total. McKelvey scans, takes a snap. They're going to go for it. McKelvey to throw. Rolling near side. Swings it to the near corner of the end zone in the back, and it's dropped. Beautiful throw by McKelvey. Dakari Daniels could not quite haul it in. And a huge defensive stand for the Gators. after Dadeville had great field position. We're still tied at nothing, but it's been anything but boring so far on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting...
Welcome back. First and 10 for the Gators from the 19. Handoff to the far side, and nothing doing there. Josiah Clark taken down for a loss. Still fighting his way out of it. He's still up, and now finally taken down all the way back near the 10. Forward progress will give him the 16-yard line, but Josiah Clark taken down for a loss. So second down and 14 now for the Gators. Ball marked at the 16. First down needed for the Gators at the 30. Stanley all alone in the shotgun. Got to look to throw near side, and whistles are blown before the play. I think Dadeville call a timeout. Let's see. It is a timeout called by the Dadeville Tigers. Second down and 16 coming up for the Gators when we come back on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Second down and 16 coming up. Jalen Stanley threw an interception on the first play from scrimmage. Dadeville took it back to the 11, but couldn't cash it in. A failed fourth down conversion, and the Gators have the ball back. Second down, Stanley to throw. Quick throw far side, and Zayden Hart wasn't looking for it. Pass thrown behind Hart. Hart wasn't even looking for the pass before it was behind him into the Dadeville sideline. And just like that, it's third down. This offense for Glenwood, which is, for the most part, this whole season been rolling, even under backup quarterback Jalen Stanley. Trey Clarity started the year, got injured in the opening loss to Valley, and Stanley's taken over and been pretty much a magician for the last 6 games for the Gators. Clark to his right, third down and 16. Roll out near side, Stanley the throw. Caught for the first down by Cade Cox across the 30 to the 34. Huge first down there for the Gators.
Great play there from Stanley. Obviously, Stanley had the interception in the first drive, so obviously his confidence is going to be a little bit shaken up. But as you've said, Noah, Stanley has done a great job stepping in, obviously, for the injured starter week 1 against Valley, and he's really been electric, as you've said.
Stanley, one of the 16 seniors sent out on senior night for the Gators. Handoff middle to Josiah Clark, gains about 7 to the 41. Gators going quickly, second down and 3. Handoff again to Clark, spin move in the hole, gets across the 45 and gets taken down, goes down backwards near midfield. 2 positive runs in a row for the Gators offense. And the Gators to midfield. Fourth reset for Dadeville. Play action, Stanley slant over the middle. Jacinder fell down. Cal Lortz caught inside the 35 and down to the 30. Tripped up near the 30.
Oh, man.
Bobbled the catch and tripped up over his own feet to the 31. Would have been a touchdown if he had kept his footing. But nonetheless, a 19-yard gain and a first down for the Gators.
Absolutely. Great find there from Stanley to find Lawrence up the seam there. Obviously, footing got away from him a little bit. Would have been a touchdown. So if you're Dadeville, you're definitely thanking the grass on that play.
Yeah. Defense for Dadeville looks confused. Stanley Handoff Clark up the middle to the 30, makes a man miss and trips up near the 29. Clark getting the start at running back. He's going to take that back. That's number 14, Nate Malone. Josiah Clark's number 7. He's half of that. About Nate Malone, the leading rusher last week against Randolph County in the backfield. Malone to the 25 and taken down near the 22, 23-yard line. Going to bring up third down and manageable. So third down and 2 from the 23. They need a 21 for a first down. 2 wide each side for Stanley. Malone to his right. Option look. Pitch near side. Malone cuts up. Going to be close to it. He's got it. Inside the 20 down to the 18. And the Gators with a great ground and pound action going on this drive. This is the Gator offense that we've been more used to seeing these last 6 games. First and 10 from the 18. Handoff up the middle. And taken down for about no gain. Carter Judah now into the ball game. Maybe gain half a yard if he's lucky. Second down, and it's going to be a long 9. 6:10 to play in our first quarter. Gators with their second offensive possession here. Inside the red zone. Stanley the throw on second down. Throws it over the middle to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Try to get it over the middle to number 11, Asher Long. Ball falls incomplete, and it's third down. And we've got a player down for Dadeville. I'd remind you this injury timeout is brought to you by the Jack Houston Hospital and the Houston Clinic. So while they check the injured Dadeville Tiger out, we'll take a break on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
A life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Imagine making your dreams a reality. Achieving your goals and aspirations.
Third down and 9 coming up for the Gators from the 18-yard line. A drive that started from their own 20-yard line after stopping Dadeville on a fourth down conversion. Stanley shotgun snap looking to throw. Rolling far side. Slings it to the end zone to Lawrence. Just overthrew him, incomplete to the corner. And now some jawing going on into the 20. Dakari Daniels and Carter Judah getting into it verbally. No flag thrown either way. We saw it on the opening kickoff too. Some chippiness already between these two squads. So fourth down and 9, and knowing Ryan Nelson, he's going to keep the offense out on the field. Kevin Martinez, the kicker. Saw him hitting from warm-ups from about 40 yards and in. Pretty accurate kicker, but the Gators are going to leave the offense on the field. Fourth down and 9. Stanley got him the jump, and the flag comes in. Hard count got Dadeville to jump, and it's going to be fourth down and 4. We'll let Roger and Burton, the freshman, the guilty Dadeville Tiger on that one. So 5 yards closer, makes it fourth down and 4 from the 13. Three wide far side, one near. Malone goes out in motion. Stanley the throw, looks near side over the middle, caught for the touchdown by Cade Cox. Touchdown Gators. There is a flag down back at the 15-yard line, however. Beautiful throw by Stanley, but there is a flag down at the 15. And the white hat and the official on the far side going to come together to confer. And here's the call. Illegal motion against the Gators, and that will wipe out the touchdown. So the Gators give back the offsides penalty that Dadeville committed. And we're back to square one, 4th down and 9. Huge call there against the Gators. 4th and 9, and the Gators offense still going to stay out there. Play clock running at 18. Play clock down to 6. Stanley looking to throw. Looking far side. Slings it over the middle, and it's caught by Zayden Hart at the 5. Hart on his feet. Scores! Touchdown, Gators! What a throw by Stanley. What a catch by Hart into the end zone. And the Gators take a 6-0 lead. No flags on that one. Zayden Hart with his 5th touchdown reception on the season. And the Gators strike first. Now Clay Sauerwein, the senior, on for the PAT. Tyler Clarity will hold. Snap good, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Gators convert a 4th down and 9 for a touchdown, and they take the early lead here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Gators on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, game of the week at Glenwood.
More big transport trucks full of new GMC trucks and SUVs to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $12,750 off. New GMC Terrains with a fresh design, a spacious interior, and safety features, discounted up to $4,000 off MSRP. Plus, enjoy no payments until November at Glenn Smith GMC and Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back to the Swamp. 7-0 Gators here in the Zaxby's game of the week at Glenwood. Senior night, the final regular season home game for the Gators. They lead at 7-0 over Dadeville with 5:48 to play in our first quarter. Again, I'd like to remind you our first quarter is brought to you by the Kell Purdue State Farm Agency. Give a call today. The biggest state farm insurance agency in the area, Kell Purdue State Farm Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Been there since the beginning. Kell Purdue and her State Farm Agency staff. Clay Sauerwein, who just made the PAT, on to boot it away. A pooch kick to the near side, fumbled immediately, and now taken up by Dadeville. And they take it near midfield. It was bobbled near the 40-yard line. Jatarius Edwards there. But Dadeville picked it up, and it's going to be great field position in Glenwood territory. Been kind of a Achilles heel for the Gators all year. Kickoff coverage, giving the other team good field position. And the second time tonight that Dadeville will start in Glenwood territory. And how massive was that goal line stand for the Gators after throwing the interception on the first play?
Oh, absolutely huge, especially for the Gator defense. As you said, I mean, big interception from Stanley to start the first drive. Obviously, kind of rattled his confidence, but the defense was not shaken up by it at all. Great goal line stand. Obviously, they got that big TFL on the 3rd and long, and led to the Tigers having to make a big play on 4th and long, and they came up short. And the Gators did their job and scored a touchdown.
McKelvey going to run far side. Now he's going to look to throw. It was a bunch set. Slings it over the middle, incomplete. Threw it behind Kel Hanks, who made that interception on the first play of the game on defense. Brings up 2nd down and 10. And Nate Malone, much of the story there for the Gators on that first drive, running the rock. But it was the 4th down and 9. Had a touchdown to Cade Cox called back due to an illegal formation. But Stanley found Zayden Hart over the middle on the slant. Caught it at the 5, kept his footing, and ran into the middle of the end zone to give the Gators a 7-0 lead. Dadeville out for their second drive, went backwards on drive number 1. 2 wide each side. Snap back to McKelvey. Hand off middle, Jefferson. Jefferson trying to find a hole. Did all right, got 4 to the 45, brings up third down. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. Dadeville needs the 39 for a first down. Really the first night so far that's felt a little bit like fall here at the Swamp.
Oh, man.
Felt great this morning, that's for sure.
Absolutely. It's finally the weather. I can start wearing my sweatpants around, break out the hoodie.
That's right. Best time of the year. 2 wide each side for McKelvey. On third down and 6. Glenwood blitzes. McKelvey in trouble immediately. And he's going to have to eat it and take the sack. Josiah Clark, huge tackle for loss. And it's 4th down and long now for Dadeville. Gators brought the blitz and got home. Josiah Clark and Gray Gardner, the 2 blitzing linebackers, makes it 4th down and long, and I think Dadeville's going to have to punt. McKelvey, the quarterback, also plays defense, also punts, does a little bit of everything for Dadeville. But at the moment, they've still got an offensive formation. Everybody really tight, bunch set in.
Glenwood here loading the box. Probably going to see just maybe a little bit of a contain here, but it looks like they're going into a punt formation here.
Now McKelvey steps back, takes a high lob snap, and boots it away from the 35. Line drive kick to the far side, lands inside the 20, rolls inside the 15, and out of bounds near the 12.
Good punt there from McKelvey.
Very good punt by McKelvey, and Glenwood, again, backed up in their own territory, this time at the 12. Noah Schoten alongside Braden and Aiden on the Zaxby's Game of the Week here at Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 6 games tonight on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. You got this one, Carver at Sumter County, really the first road trip that GASL has made in the 2 or 3 year history under Thrift Barringer. Bocelli at Brookstone, big rivalry, the Brucelli Trophy on the line at Brookstone. Westfield at Calvary, big region game. Harris County at Stars Mill, same thing there. And Auburn and Smith Station, from Smith Station as well. That touchdown that Stanley threw to Hart, also a candidate for the Houlihan's Highlight of the Week. Be sure to follow Georgia Alabama Sports Live on all the social media platforms. First down, fly sweep near side. And lowering his shoulder, gains about 3 or 4. Looks like it's Cal Lawrence on the carry. From the 12 to the 15, gains 3. Dadeville, good job defensively to sniff that first play out. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Malone to the right of Stanley. Quick screen, near side, Lawrence to the 15. Cuts it outside of the 20, along the near number to the 25, and a Gators first down. Ball at the 25, first down and 10 for the Gators, 2 wide each side. Stanley, handoff middle, Malone bounces it outside to the 30. First down for the Gators, close to the 34-yard line. He'll be just shy of it. Going to bring up 2nd down and half a yard. And Nate Malone, who had his way on the ground last week at Randolph County.
Seems like he's kind of continuing it over. It's kind of bleeding over from last week. I mean, obviously right there, the shoestring tackle there from the Tigers really saved a big run there from Malone. He found some daylight, but they found the shoestrings and told him, no, sir.
Same thing, different Friday. Stanley, fade route, far side, taking a shot on 2nd and short, incomplete. Try to get out there to Zayden Hart. That was good coverage in the back end by Philip Baker. So on 2nd and less than a yard, the Gators take a deep shot, as you tend to do. Getting good yards on first down really opens up the playbook on 2nd down. Really puts the defense on its heels. Now 3rd down and about 2 feet. Shanley, another hard count. Dadeville doesn't jump. 2:22 left in our first quarter. 7-0 Gators. 3rd down and short. Handoff middle. No, Stanley keeps it. Fool the Dadeville defense. First down and more. Stanley to the 45. Out of bounds to the 46. Needed 1, gained about 12. Another first down on the ground for the Gator offense. Gators going quickly. First down and 10. 3 wide far side. long in the slot. Handoff to Carter Judah. Cuts across the 50-yard line, still on his feet across the 45, falls forward for a first down near the 42-yard line. Another big gain on the ground for the Gators. Gators moving it now on offense. Also like to welcome Planet Fitness into the Georgia Alabama Sports Live family. Thank you, Planet Fitness, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Starting next week, we'll have 2 Student Athletes of the Week brought to you by Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness, the newest member of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live family. First down and 10. Stanley, handoff Carter Judah to the 40. Far hash is 35. Still on his feet across the 30. Still moving it close to the 25-yard line. And his forward progress stopped at the 26. And this Gators rushing attack being absolutely lethal as it has been for most of this season.
It's interesting to see like the three-headed monster, if you will, for this this Glenwood offense in the backfield at least.
Handoff middle, Malone. Stood up near the 22-yard line, got about 5. Could not have been a worse start for the Gators after Stanley threw the interception on the first play. Dadeville had it at the 11-yard line. The Gators held firm, stopped them on a 4th down. And it's been all Gators ever since. Quick throw near side. K. Cox inside the 15. Still on his feet near the 10. He's going to be stood up at the 10-yard line. And it's going to be first and goal for the Gators. When this Gators offense gets rolling and start going warp speed, look out. Really hard to stop. First and goal for the Gators. Option look. Stanley going to keep it. Cut upside the middle. Inside the 5. Still on his feet. He scores. Touchdown, Gators. Stanley on the ground from 10 yards out. And the Gators lead it 13-0. And what vision by Stanley to keep that one and cut up the middle. Stanley, that's his second rushing touchdown on the season. As Clay Sauerwein now on for the PAT, the senior. Snap good, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Gators lead at 14-0 late in the first quarter against Dadeville on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to the Swamp at Glenwood School. The Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Also brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC Opelika, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union. Gators leading at 14-0. Gators with 3 total drives. The first one, an interception on the first play by Stanley. Dadeville had it 1st and 10 from the Glenwood 11. No points to show for it. And the Gators offense has gone up and down the field ever since. Squib kick near side, taken near the 25 to the 30, and taken down near the 32-yard line is Dadeville. A.J. Coker on the return there for Dadeville. And the worst starting field position for Dadeville tonight, their first time starting on their own side of the field. 44 seconds to play in our first quarter. Dadeville coming out for the third offensive drive. First drive failed on a 4th down and long conversion attempt. And then last drive stalled near midfield. McKelvey with a good punt inside the 20. The Gators offense went 88 yards for the touchdown. Snap back to McKelvey. Handoff middle, Jefferson. Falls forward for a gain of about 3. So Glenwood defense has really stood tall so far tonight. A Dadeville offense that can get the ball moving. McKelvey not only great with his feet, but great with the deep ball as well. Dadeville last week loved to score from deep. McKelvey with a 79-yard touchdown run and a long touchdown pass. Now he's going to be all alone in the shotgun with 5 wide. Last play of the first quarter, McKelvey the throw, far side, and it's caught for the first down near the 42-yard line. Dakari Daniels driven back, but forward progress should give him the first down. We're through one here from the Swamp at the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Gators 14, Dadeville nothing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Hit the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $12,250 off MSRP. New Chevy Traverse, the spacious and comfortable ride with affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back to the ball game. Second quarter starting here from the Swamp. I'd like to remind you that first quarter brought to you by Terrell Purdue State Farm Agency in Phoenix City. We begin the second quarter with Dadeville with the ball on their own 42-yard line and a first down. 5 wide, McKelvey all alone in the shotgun. McKelvey to throw. Looking deep, slings over the middle, has a man open across the 40 in Glenwood territory. Down to the 35-yard line is Kel Hanks for a big play, and the best play on offense so far for Dadeville tonight. Big first down for the Tigers to the Gators 31.
Great play there from McKelvey and the Tigers. As you said, Noah, McKelvey can do it on his feet, but also his arm, and he hasn't really had a chance to display that arm talent until just now on that pass up the seam for the first down.
Dadeville spreading the Gators defense on that one. And a beautiful throw by McKelvey right over the middle, and a big play for the Tigers. Now a bunch set. Jefferson to the right of McKelvey. Hanks in motion. McKelvey, handoff far side to Jefferson across the 30. Finding his way close to the 25-yard line. Gets picked up by Carter Judah. He's still on his feet. Forward progress is whistled dead just shy of the 25. Gain of about 5 on first down on the ground for Dadeville. Dadeville now taking their time. Sailing in, maybe trying to keep this Gators offense off the field for a little bit. McKelvey, handoff again, Jefferson. Minute in the line of scrimmage and maybe gained a yard. Stood up near the 25 by a host of black jerseys. Going to bring up third down and 4. Big third down upcoming for Dadeville. Big opportunity to cut into this Gators lead. Had a great opportunity to take the early lead after the opening drive interception. But the Gators turned them away on a fourth down conversion attempt. 3rd and 4, Jefferson to the left of McKelvey. Another bunch set. And the Glenwood defense jumped.
That'll be a first down for Dadeville.
Klein Edwards, the guilty senior for the Gators. And a brutal penalty against the Gators gives Dadeville a first down.
Absolutely. Up until that penalty right there, really Glenwood's had really great third down stats for stopping the third down.
Now the teams are even. Each team now
Absolutely.
offside on a hard count. Yeah. So now we're even. First down and 10 now for Dadeville to the Gators' 20-yard line. Second time they've been inside the Gators' red zone. McKelvey going to be a quarterback run far side. Vices away across the 15, gets slung down and out of bounds near the 12. Solid gain on first down, going to bring up second down and 2. McKelvey again showing he can do just about anything you can throw at him. Running, throwing, kicking. Really been a very talented player for this Dadeville team. Team that's been so close so many times this season. Dadeville taking their time, 19 seconds on the play clock, and they haven't broken the huddle. We were taking some time off the clock on this drive, 8:50 to play in our second quarter. Two wide each side. McKelvey, quarterback keeper at the middle, no dice. Josiah Clark in for the tackle for loss alongside Gray Garner. Going to bring up third down and a long 4. And another third down upcoming for Dadeville. See if they'll try their hard count again. Got the Gators on the last third down and 4. Dadeville again taking the time to break the huddle. Everybody bunched in tight. Jefferson to the left of McKelvey. McKelvey, keeper, up the middle, finds a hole. First down, Dadeville across the 10.
It's going to be close here.
Good patient running by McKelvey up the middle. Got just across the 10 to the 9.5. Going to bring up first down and goal for Dadeville. First time they've been inside the 10-yard line tonight.
So obviously looking to capitalize here. First quarter, they had that opportunity on the interception, but came up short because this Glenwood defense has been stout.
Really going to be a tough pill to swallow if Dadeville gets inside the Gators 15 twice and doesn't score. Ball spotted at the 9, first and goal. Two wide each side. McKelvey, handoff Jefferson up the middle, nowhere to go. Carter Judah up the middle alongside Gray Gardner. No gain on the play, second down and goal from about the 9. Now they get him forward progress closer to the 8. And now a flag comes in late.
Probably going to be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, this is a huge call either way.
So it's unsportsmanlike.
And it's against the Gators.
On Glenwood.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and another one comes in late.
Not exactly who it's on. I do see Laundry being
another one against the Gators.
Wow.
That's 2 on the same play, and this has been an issue, and he's ejected. Carter Judah has been ejected from the ball game.
Oh, wow. That's a big blow for the Gator offense. And the defense as well, as we did see him tote the rock a little bit in the first half, and he's been great at running the ball at this game for Glenwood. So, obviously, some chirping going on between Carter Judah and the umpire and the officials down there. So, and apparently he just said something that set him off, and he just kept going.
The senior on senior night going to be an early shower. Carter Judah ejected inside the 5-yard line. One flag, they threw the flag. Referee made the call. Then about 10 seconds later, Another flag came out and they ejected him.
So not only do you have a player ejected, but you give Dadeville about 10 free yards.
It has been an issue for the Gators, cost them big time last year in the first round of the playoffs. 4 personal foul penalties and 4 turnovers caused the Gators to be upset in the first round against Alabama Christian the playoffs last season. Been a little bit cleaner this season, but not on that drive. And a huge loss for the Gators. Carter Judah, 50 carries on the year on offense, big player in the middle on defense. The senior leader is gone. And the referee's doing a little bit of paperwork near the 5-yard line. I've never seen that, where they throw the flag, call it, and then 5 seconds later, Judah must have said something else or done something else. And 2 personal fouls means you're out of the game, so both of them must have been on Judah.
So big loss for the Gators, but if you're Dadeville, this is really a blessing in disguise that you got to take advantage of here. You're on second and probably 2.5.
Yeah, the ball was going to be, it was down at the 7, 2 half the distance to the goals. My mouth says it should be at the 2.5. Just about.
So Dadeville only needed 1 play inside the 10 to get to the 2. And really, they didn't really have to do anything.
Second goal from the 2, and we're going to go tush-push.
Oh, man, you'd love to see it here.
McKelvey under center. Brotherly shove. Up the middle. Flag comes in. He got in, but a flag comes in. It's going to be a legal motion or a false start against Dadeville. It is.
Oh, man.
Procedural penalty against Dadeville. My goodness.
This is the most penalties being thrown in the red zone I've ever seen here.
So second and goal from the 2 turns into second and goal from the 7. Brutal penalty against Dadeville that time. Big number 77 in at fullback for Dadeville.
That's a little.
Xavier Wilson, handoff Jefferson inside the 5, lowers the shoulder, gets down to the 3.
I was hoping they let the big man eat there. You got to love seeing a big man touchdown.
Yeah.
William Refrigerator Perry, if anybody's out there.
Little Caden Proctor action.
Absolutely.
So third and goal now for Dadeville from the 3. Probably the 2 most important plays of the ball game upcoming. Again, this Dadeville drive really chewing up some clock. 6:20 to play in the second quarter. They had the ball to begin the quarter.
Looks like we're going to see kind of a miniature tush-push maybe.
Second try at McKelvey up the middle, fighting his way. He's got it. Touchdown, Dadeville.
Are we sure there's no penalty flags? Are we sure?
No laundry on the field. It is clean. Touchdown for the Tigers as Dadeville punches it in and gets back in this ball game.
So that's 6 for Dadeville there, which seems a red zone drive that took about 7 minutes off the clock and just in the red zone alone. So Dadeville getting 6 on the board here.
And now they're going to keep the offense out there for the 2. Well, I take that back. McKelvey is out there, but he will be the holder for the PAT. What doesn't McKelvey do?
I don't know. Only thing I haven't seen a tackle.
That's right.
I don't want.
He does play defense, though.
I'm probably going to eat my words here soon in the second half, I can imagine.
Brady knocks on for the PAT, and a flag comes in.
Might have been.
I think it's going to be against the Gators.
So
offside or encroachment.
Wow.
And going to make it the 2-point conversion if they choose to try it, or the PAT from the 1 1/4 instead of the 2.5. Looks like they're gonna trot out the some big fellas out there to try a 2-point conversion.
If you're Glenwood,
wow,
you probably gotta prepare for the tush push again.
And penalties again coming back to bite the Gators. So now the 2-point try from inside the 2-yard line.
So that's the 4th or 5th penalty on Glenwood's defense this drive alone.
Yeah. And it's going to be the same formation.
Oh, here we go.
For the quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak up the middle. McKelvey fighting his way. It's going to be close. He got in. 2-point conversion good. And the penalty cost the Gators, and it's 14-8 our score. Gators lead. Dadeville with a huge touchdown drive. They go for 2 and get it at the Gators penalty. And Glenwood leads at 14-8 here on Zaxby's Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Hit the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $12,250 off MSRP. New Chevy Traverse, the spacious and comfortable ride with affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood at the Swamp. Gators leading at 14-8. Dadeville with an impressive drive, taking up half of the second quarter. Had second and goal from the 7. 2 personal fouls against the Gators, moved it to the 2. And a quarterback sneak, not just for the touchdown, but also for the 2-point conversion after an offsides against the Gators on the PAT, the first attempt. And our score is 14-8. Dadeville to boot it away. Quick kick up the middle. Bounces past Cal Lawrence, taken at the 25 by Malone. Malone with a hold of the 35 to the 40. Malone 45, 50. Malone still on his feet near the 48-yard line, taken down in Dadeville territory. Great return for the Gators and great field position coming up. And a big play there made for the Gators to turn a little bit of the momentum back in their favor.
And no, I know we mentioned those personal fouls that Glenwood, attained on that last defensive drive. Those 2 personal fouls were on Carter Judah. And Carter Judah has really been a great complimentary back for this offense tonight, so Glenwood has got to adapt.
Very much so. The Gators now one of their main contributors at the running back position. And now Stanley with Malone to his left in the shotgun. Quick throw, near side, Hart to the 45. Has a good gain, first down across the 38 to the 35-yard line is where he's taken down. Dadeville's trying to shoot the ball out. He's still up. But forward progress marked down near the 36. Been a really chippy game so far. So see it at the end of that play. But a good first down play for the Gators. Gain of 12. And the Gators, as they usually do when things are going well, they move quickly. Handoff Malone. Shovels his feet, taking down the line of scrimmage. Jefferson and Daniels there on the tackle. Maybe gained about half a yard. But a good stand up front by Dadeville. Cal Lawrence, Cade Cox, Asher Long, all wide, far side bunched up. Hart out wide near side. Stanley going to fake the give, throw it over the middle to Hart, lobs to the middle, caught inside the 20. The second slant, Hart's caught tonight. First went for a touchdown. This one goes inside the 20. Big first down play. This Gators offense really responding well. Had to sit on the bench for the first half of the second quarter. So the defense got ran up on.
They're pushing the tempo here, this Glenwood offense.
They tend to. Malone, handoff near side inside the 15, inside the 10, down near the 7. Good gain on first down, brings up second down and about 2. Going quickly again, Stanley, quarterback keeper. Can he get a second rushing touchdown tonight? He can! Touchdown, Gators! Second rushing touchdown of the night for Jalen Stanley. And what a response by the Gators offense, stretching the lead back out to 2 touchdowns. Less than a minute and a half on that offensive drive. Started in Dadeville territory after the great return. 48 yards, the Gators again on the board. And Sawyer went off the PAT. Snap good, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is good. The Gators offense with a tremendous response. 21-8, they lead it here in our second quarter. The Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine making your dreams a reality. Achieving your goals and aspirations. and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network, leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Gators leading at 21-8. A great response by the Gators offense. Started in Dadeville territory after the great return. And a good response after the Dadeville touchdown that took over 6 minutes on the drive. Kick far side to the 30. Return across the 35-yard line. A.J. Coker there for the Dadeville Tigers. Not bad field position as they start from their own 37. Noah Shelton here with you alongside Aiden and Braden here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The Gators 4-0 in region play. 2 region games left tonight against Dadeville, and next week they're going to be on the road against the arch rival Lee Scott. Lee Scott also undefeated in region play. Lee Scott just skinned by Dadeville last week in overtime to secure and keep their undefeated status in region play. Nelson upset on the sideline, and Glenn was going to call a timeout. The Gators got timeout. I'm going to talk it over before Dadeville starts their drive. We'll be back in just a moment to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long-distance love. For the far-sighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
The Gators with their first timeout called in the first half. Talking it over on defense. In Dadeville last time out, a long drive of over 6 minutes. They ended in a touchdown. McKelvey on the quarterback sneak for the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And now 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Snap to McKelvey, going to look to throw. Trying to load up, rolls near side. Still looking to throw. Makes a move. Going to take off across the 40. Still on his feet, close to the 42-yard line. Tyler Clarity lowers the shoulder to get him down, but McKelvey gains about 5. Good improvisation by Davis in the pocket. Stepped up and took what the defense gave him. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Dadeville doing what they did last drive, taking their time, getting the call in, breaking the huddle, usually with under 20 seconds left in the play clock. Direct contrast to what the Gators do offensively. Hanks in motion. Keeper, McKelvey, up the middle, 45-yard line, runs to his own lineman, bounces off of him, gets a first down across midfield, taken down at the Glenwood 49-yard line. Davis McKelvey, some hard running. And another drive for Dadeville into Glenwood territory. 3rd time they've crossed the 50 tonight. 2 of the drives they started at inside the Gators 50-yard line. This one across the 50 to the Glenwood 48. .13 on the play clock. Now Dadeville breaks the huddle. Going to be an empty set for McKelvey. 4 up front for the Gators. 4 come to blitz. McKelvey, near side throw, caught at the 40-yard line. And a good tackle out there by Cal Lawrence. Brennan Holly on the reception there, the 6'2 junior. Gain of about 8 to the 40. Gain of 8 on first down, brings up 2nd down and 2 from the 40. Jefferson going to be to the left of McKelvey. Dadeville offense has finally found a rhythm. Handoff, Jefferson. Big hole, first down. Lowers the shoulder, stays on his feet. Still across the 35, taking down to the 32. Another first down run for Dadeville on the ground. Clock rolls, 2:03 to play in our first half. Dadeville won the toss and deferred so they could try to double dip him here. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Under 2 minutes in our first half remain. Hanks and Jefferson flank McKelvey in the shotgun. Handoff Jefferson up the middle. Lowers the shoulder across the 30, stood up near the 28. Gain of about 2. Looks like he's going to be spotted closer to the 29. See if Dadeville shows a little bit more sense of urgency, given the clock's now rolling close to 1.5 minutes left. .112 and counting. Dadeville really taking their time. 20 left on the play clock. Now they break the huddle. Snap back to McKelvey to throw. Quick throw, near side. Caught at the 25-yard line. Taken down shy of the first down. Brennan Holly on the reception. And timeout called by Dadeville. 50 seconds to play in our first half. Dadeville driving down 21-8 on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
I'm away at college. Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. I'd like to remind you, coming up at the halftime show with Richard Holdridge live from the Beck Center. I'd like to thank Roger Beck for all your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Maybe from the Beck Center. Richard and up there doing GIAA softball. He's doing it from somewhere. Either way, Roger Beck, thank you for all your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and the halftime show on Friday nights. On Friday Night Lights on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Thank you, Roger Beck. So after the Dadeville timeout, 3rd down and 2 from the 23-yard line. Handoff, nothing doing. Gray Garner in on the stop at the 25. Going to bring up 4th down. Dadeville going to go quickly. 37 seconds left in our first half. 4th down and 4. Dadeville's going to go for it. 31, 30. Snap back to McKelvey with 29 to throw out of the backfield near side. Oh, 40's intercepted. Sandon Hart, center sideline 40. Hart to the 51 man to beat. He beats him. 40, 30. Hart gonna go all the way. Pick 6. Touchdown Gators. There's your Houlihan's highlight of the week. Sandon Hart all the way back to the house to extend the Gators lead to 27-8.
Hart got one on offense in the first quarter. Now he's got one on defense here late in the second quarter. That's 2 touchdowns for Hart today.
Hart showed some serious heart.
Hard work, if you will.
Love to see on 4th down the defender bat it down, but there was no one on the near side. Receiver out of the backfield never looked for the ball. And what a turn of events. Dadeville looking to score right before half and get the ball back to begin the third quarter. Glenwood flipped it on its head. Pick 6 by Zayden Hart. All the way back. 2-point conversion play at the middle by Clarity. He's up the middle. He's good. He's in. 2-pointer good by Clarity. And the Gators lead at 29-8. Wow, what a turn of events at the Swamp.
Yeah. What number? 14? Shoot. God. I think it was 14. So that's the...
Hey, put the camera back. Welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Nate Malone with a huge pick 6 for the Gators. And the Gators turned the tide. 29-8. Dadeville going in looking to score to make it a one-possession game at half. Gators with a pick 6 and a kick up the middle, bobbled into the 20 and taken at the 20 by Dadeville. A.J. Coker taken down near the 25-yard line. But Nate Malone, what a presence. Not just on offense, but on defense. I owed Zayden Hart one, though. The first game of the year against Valley, I called Tyler Clarity scoring the touchdown. It was Zayden Hart. So I made it up for you there.
Hey, it happens. It happens. I got excited, too.
There's a flag on the play. He didn't quite catch where it was going to be against the Gators. Face mask against Glenwood. What can I say? But binoculars were in my back pocket. They should have been in front of my eyeballs. But Nate Malone carrying the rock, dominant offense, and that big pick 6 on defense. But what a play for the Gators right before the half to steal all the momentum back from Dadeville. 8 seconds to play in our first half. Ball at the 40. Maybe 2 plays for Dadeville. McKelvey taking his time to throw, slings it over the middle, caught inside the 40, down inside the 35-yard line to the 32. Clock has not ran out. There is a flag down, however. Dadeville calls timeout, but a flag is down. And is a hold against the Tigers.
It's a big play negated by the holding penalty there.
Brutal penalty against Dadeville. And one last play upcoming for the Dadeville offense in the first half, going to come from their own 30-yard line. Now McKelvey under center is going to take a knee. And that's the end of the first half. What a first half it was. Nate Malone with a huge interception return for a touchdown for the Gators right before the half. And Glenwood leads it 29-8 heading into the locker room. Coming up.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
on Thursday night at Kinnett Stadium. Columbus goes to 6-1 as they win that trophy and they win the Midtown Showdown from Hardaway that won it last year at Otis Spencer Stadium. Columbus will play Kendrick next week, and Kendrick's on a bye. They're 4-3. Hardaway is 0-7 as first-year coach Will Weldon still trying to get his first victory of the season. They'll have an opportunity to do that next Thursday as they will take on 0-7 Jordan. So something's got to give. One of those teams is going to get their first victory of the season. All right, let's go ahead and swing it to Calvary Westfield, 16-7. We actually have a light schedule tonight for the 15 schools we cover because you got Shaw on a bye, Spencer's on a bye, Kendrick's on a bye, and Jordan's on a bye with the Muskogee County, the fall break. And we cannot wait until the slate of games that we happen to have for you next week. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's on the slate for next week. Thursday night, we've got Jordan. They're at home against Hardaway. Northside hosting Stars Mill. So it looks like that Hardaway-Jordan game is going to be at Otis Spencer Stadium. Northside is going to be hosting Stars Mill at Kinnett Stadium. We have the Columbus Blue Devils, 6-1, taking on the Kendrick Cherokees. This game is going to be at Otis Spencer Stadium. And then the Shaw Raiders, 1-6, taking on the 3-4 Spencer Green Wave. Both teams on a bye this week. Harris County is hosting Central Carrollton. And Central Carrollton, one of the top teams in 4A, they are undefeated. Brookstone's on the road, taking on Westfield School. Calvary's on the road, taking on Strong Rock. We're going to go and take a break. When we come back, we got more score updates. It's the Georgia Alabama Sports Live halftime update show presented by the Beck Center.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
And welcome back to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live halftime update show presented by the Beck Center. We want to thank Roger Beck for allowing us to be in the new state-of-the-art facility, the Center for Academic and Athletic Excellence, and we appreciate the support from Roger Beck here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We've got a light schedule of games this week due to the fall break. We've got several Muskogee County teams that are on a bye, but they will be back in action, and I'm going to continue running down the score of the games that we have right now. We do have a score update in that Harris County Stars Mill game in the fourth quarter. Stars Mill now leads Harris County 14-12. So that is a game to keep an eye on. And we also have a game that is in the third quarter as well. Brookstone, 2 field goals so far, but they trail Pacelli 14-13. Definitely want to keep an eye on that one. Start of the third quarter, Glenwood. Actually, no, Glenwood's at the half, and they are actually leading 29-8. So that's another game that we got an update on. And let's get you an update on that Carver-Sumter County Day game down in Americus. Start of the fourth quarter, Carver is in the most close contested game they've had all season. Both teams undefeated. Both teams are top in 2A. This is one of the biggest games in the entire state of Georgia, and Carver leads off a safety 2-0 over Sumter County in practically a monsoon as the rain just keeps coming down and they can't pass the football, and it is just a muddy mess down in Americus. All right, let's take a look. Calvary, Westfield School. Calvary, third quarter, trying to get a score update as they do lead Westfield 16-7. I'll definitely keep an eye on that one. And then at the half, Auburn leading Smith Station 21-0. Let's take a look at next week's schedule. We got 2 games on Thursday night as Northside hosting Stars Mill at Kinnett Stadium, and Jordan 0-7 trying to get their first victory for the first time in 5 years, hosting the Hardaway Hawks, who are also 0-7, and would love to see one of those teams get their first victory of the season. Also, on Friday, we've got Columbus, who's 6-1, and they are taking on Kendrick. By the way, we just got a score update, and the Brookstone Cougars, they have taken the lead on Pacelli. How about that? Brookstone now leads 19-14, and that is in the third quarter. Brookstone trying to keep that jug on the campus. Pacelli's got some other plans, and one of the things that this is a very significant game. They both played each other in volleyball earlier this afternoon, so I know the fan bases, they got a little time to try to focus on this game. Some of the people that were up in Rome made the trip down to Columbus for this matchup. And so let's go ahead and get back to some of the scores from for next week. Shaw is hosting Spencer, both teams on a bye. Harris County hosting Central Carrollton, which is one of the top teams in the entire state of Georgia. Brookstone is on the road in Perry, taking on Westfield School next week. Calvary Christian on the road in Locust Grove, taking on Strong Rock. Pacelli taking on GHSA Class 1A Division I opponent out of Ashburn, Turner County. And Glenwood on the road, taking on Lee Scott. Russell County's on a bye this week. They got the big matchup for the region title against Pike Road next week at Corbett Stadium in Seal, Alabama. And Smith Station is going to be on the road taking on the Dothan Wolves. So we've got a huge slate of games next week as the regular season's almost coming to a close. As we hit the month of October, it'll be gone before you know it, and then we'll have playoffs, and there are several teams that can make a big playoff push. Don't forget to watch the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show every Sunday night and every Wednesday night. Sunday night show, myself, Thrift Behringer, we will drop the football rankings. It's time to ruffle some feathers. We might got some movers and shakers coming up this week. And will Carver remain number one? We will find out on Sunday night. And we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we got more score updates here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Halftime Update Show presented by the Beck Center.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Big for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your...
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Hit the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $12,250 off MSRP. New Chevy Traverse, the spacious and comfortable ride with affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And welcome back for the second half of action live from the Swamp here on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Noah Shelton here with you alongside Braden, the producer, flying the plane, and Aiden, the cameraman and color commentator. Gators up 29-8 as we head to our third quarter. First play from scrimmage, Jalen Stanley threw it a little bit behind Cal Lawrence, intercepted by Dadeville's Kel Hanks. Dadeville failed to convert after having 1st and 10 from the Glenwood 11. Went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Gators then proceeded to go 14-0. Dadeville with a good response of their own midway through the second quarter. 6-minute drive that ended in a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to make it 14-8. Gators with a good response on offense, right back down the field to make it 21-8. And then a huge pick six right before the half. Nate Malone on a 4th down play from Dadeville took it all the way back to the house of about 70 yards to extend the lead after the 2-point conversion from Lataya Clarity to make it 29-8. Dadeville won the toss and elected to defer, so they'll get the ball first to begin our second half. After a huge swing of momentum by Nate Malone, Dadeville looked primed to try to cut this to a one-possession lead heading into the locker room. And Nate Malone and the defense for the Gators flipped the script, now leading by 3 touchdowns, 29-8, as we begin half number 2. Another big storyline. Carter Judah, the senior, ejected on defense in that second quarter. Had a little bit of everything so far for this game tonight. And Clay Sauerwein to boot it away for the Gators. Squib kept up the middle. Jefferson touches at the 25, now collects it. Trying to cut it far side, has a land across the 30 to the 35, down to the 36-yard line. And the Dadeville offense will set up shop from their own 36-yard line for their opening drive of the second half. Dadeville with 4 offensive possessions across midfield in the Gator territory, 8 points on the board. Jefferson to the left of McKelvey. 3 wide near side. First play from scrimmage of the second half is a keeper by McKelvey going far side. Plenty of room, 1st down and more. McKelvey across midfield to the far side. Flag comes in as he gets shoved out of bounds at the 45 in Glenwood territory. But a flag late in the play. Looks like this one will be coming back a little bit. I believe it was a hold downfield. White hat going to the far side to talk about it with the official on the far sideline. And it is a hold against Dadeville. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And where the ref standing with the flag is at the Gators 48, so they'll move it back to their own side of the field to the 42. So all in all, the play gains about 4. And the ever-popular 1st down and 4 coming up for Dadeville. McKelvey, handoff middle, Jefferson, 1st down across midfield. Jefferson, plenty of room across the 45, still on his feet across the 40 into the Glenwood territory at the 38-yard line. Dadeville having the win on the ground here early in the second half, Aiden.
Big run, especially for Dadeville right there. Obviously, that's into the first half. The pick 6 by Malone really shifted the momentum heavily towards Glenwood. But as we've seen so far, Dadeville, honestly, they have to score here if they want to stay in the game, especially just momentum-wise. Having the ball off first, and you obviously get that big run there from Jefferson. So it puts you in your own territory to score a touchdown here.
Ball at the 38-yard line. Same formation for Dadeville. McKelvey, handoff middle, Jefferson, more room across the 30, plenty of room across the 25. Still on his feet, makes another man miss inside the 25. Still on his feet, near side 20, cutting it near side of the blocker in front. Jefferson still on his feet inside the 15, taken down at the 13. What a run by Jefferson. Finally taken down by Kaysen Peterson.
So that'll be 1st and goal.
But the Dadeville running game coming out on fire here to begin quarter number 3.
Absolutely. Making a statement here early on in the second half here.
They're not going to go away easily.
So big momentum shift here for Dadeville if they can get 6 on the board here with a touchdown.
And really the first time they moved it down the field with some pace. This drive, a minute and a half in, 10.5 to play in the third quarter. McKelvey shotgun snap, handoff Jefferson again. Met the line, not much doing. Klein Edwards on the stop alongside Caden Karakutis, the big man up front. Maybe gained half a yard, brings up 2nd down and a long 9.
And last time Dadeville was here in their own territory to score a touchdown, they did throw that crucial pick 6. So they got to, obviously that's still got to be in the back of the mind of the quarterback. But he's still got to keep his team focused here, getting ready to put 6 in the end zone here.
2nd and 9. McKelvey, handoff again, Jefferson with a hole at the middle. Across the 5, fighting his way for the 1st down inside the 4. Still pushing the pile to the 3. And he's going to be marked down near the 2. 1st and goal upcoming for Dadeville.
I don't want to say it too early, but I think we might see a tush push here again.
Saw it a few times in the first half.
So typically they'll have 2 wide outs, and then they'll bring everybody else towards the middle, and they'll just push. And that's what we're going to see. Love to see it.
McKelvey got in on the play for the touchdown and the 2-point conversion in the first half. Quarterback sneak. McKelvey
lost the snap.
Football. Ball looks to be loose. Gators pointing as if they've got it. Zayden Hart pointing his hand, and this is a huge call by the officials. Let's see who's got it. So I believe Dadeville got it back. Dadeville did get it back. 2nd down. Wow.
So Dadeville counting their blessings here. Obviously a big play there.
Yeah, what a break for the Tigers.
And we're going to see it again. Going back to the well. Looking for the tush push.
From the 2, McKelvey up the middle.
Oh, and they turned him. He got in.
He did not get in. I think they're going to mark
the call it.
There it is. Touchdown, Dadeville. Late call by the officials, but McKelvey did get in.
So the tush push looked like it turned directions there. Kind of a little flipped it on its side, but McKelvey found a way to get the back of the end zone, and that's 6 for the Tigers.
Gators stood it up, but not before McKelvey got across the goal line. And Dadeville comes out on their first drive of the second half, goes right down the field on a march of just over 3 minutes, and a PAT chance to make it a 14-point ball game. McKelvey holds. Kick is low. Kick is blocked. The kick was low, and it's no good.
Oh, man.
So Dadeville trails still by 15.
15-point trail.
Gators up 29-14 on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
A life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Dadeville goes right down the field on their opening drive of the second half. Cuts into the Glenwood lead, now 29-14 after the missed PAT by the Tigers. Some movement on the kickoff formation. Now we got 5 to each side for Dadeville. And the low kick up the middle is away. Off of Nate Malone. He collects at the 30. Malone 35, far side. Trying to find a lane. Comes back near side to the 40. Now go up the middle to the close to the 43-yard line. Still on his feet, still fighting. Still finding his way to the 45 to the 46. Man, Nate Malone, tough to bring down. Showed it on the interception to end the first half. And showed it there. Couple kick returns now from Malone close to midfield. So good field position for the Gators to begin their opening drive on offense for the second half.
So Glenwood still obviously looking to respond to that touchdown from Dade County, or Dadefield, sorry. I'm all over the place with pronunciations tonight. But Glenwood is without Carter Judah, as they did lose him in the second quarter, but they seem to adapt it well without him. And Malone is getting the bulk of the carries tonight for the Gators.
We cover a lot of schools and a lot of players. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Stanley going to be an option look with Malone. Going to keep it up the middle. Had a touchdown on that play earlier. Gains about 5 this time. Stanley across midfield. Good run. Good gain on first down. Brings up second down and medium. I'd remind you, we're also presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and the Jack Houston Hospital and the Houston Clinic. Also, like to welcome aboard Planet Fitness, who starting next week will announce 2 weekly student athletes of the week. Starting next week, thank you, Planet Fitness, the newest member of the Georgia-Alabama Sports Life family. Malone on the option pitch near side, big gainer across the 35 in the Dadeville territory. First down for the Gators. Both teams with a run game going on offense here in our third quarter. Clock rolling now. 8 minutes to play in our third quarter. Glenwood holding on to a 29-14 lead. Zayden Hard out wide near side. Cal Lawrence alongside on the near side. Stanley going to look to throw to one on the near side. Fakes the screen to Hart. Throw to Cal Lawrence. Incomplete.
Got some flags on here.
Flags downfield. Little pump and go action. Lawrence covered near the 8-yard line.
Believe it's going to be a pass interference call.
Got to imagine this is against the defense.
See what the white hat says. Oh, it's holding.
Holding against the defense.
Holding Dadeville.
So penalty goes against the Tigers. So 10-yard penalty going to be a first down for Glenwood.
Might see a design QB run here.
Stanley with 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. Pitch play near side, Malone. Inside the 15, cuts up inside the 10, stays on his feet. Still close to the 8, push out of bounds. Man, they cannot bring him down. Nate Malone, great strength, got shoved out of bounds inside the 10.
Had a little bit of an extracurricular talk over here between.
We've seen it a few times tonight.
Dadeville and some guys. I mean, obviously, some of the games get a little close, a little chippy on the sides. Chippy, chirpy, if you will.
Ball's going to be spotted just shy of the 10-yard line. Just enough for a Glenwood first down.
So Glenwood got the same look still here.
Clock rolling. Stanley.
And they're going to go right back to the well.
Malone inside the 10. Lowers his shoulder inside the 5. Fights his way, trying to get to the corner. Did he get in? He did not quite. Out of bounds near the 1.
So that'll be first and 1 inch First and couple inches for Glenwood here on the goal line.
First and goal from the Gators. Ball inside the 1. Glenwood going quickly. Stanley shotgun set with Malone. Stanley, handoff middle. Malone up the middle. Reaches for the end zone. He got in. Touchdown, Gators. Nate Malone, a touchdown defensively, a touchdown offensively. And the Gators respond to the Dadeville touchdown. Back up 21, 35-14 now our score. And Sauerwein on for the PAT. Looking to make it a 22-point lead again for the Gators. Snap good, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Gators 36, Dadeville Tigers 14 here in our third quarter. Live from the Swamp at the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to the ball game. Gators up 36-14. Sauerwein on to put it away again. Each team with one possession, each team with one touchdown offensively here in our third quarter so far. So we kick up the middle again. Hanks picks it up at the 23-yard line, and he apparently wasn't down up the middle of the field across the 30. We marked down to the 34-yard line.
Still a little chirpy there on the kickoff return.
We have seen it all night so far. This is a big game in the region for both teams. Gators still undefeated, looking to secure a 5-0 start with one more region game to play against Lee Scott next week. Dadeville fighting for a playoff spot, sitting at 1-2 in region play. A lot of emotion, a lot of meaning behind this game. First and 10 for Dadeville from the 35. McKelvey to throw. Looking deep, slings it to the near side of the backfield. There's a play through the pick on, but this time it's converted. Kel Hanks 35, Hanks 30, middle of the field 20. Hanks is on the 10 in a foot race. He scores!
Oh, man,
touchdown,
big play.
Dadeville.
Big play. McKelvey to Hanks there.
Talk about redemption.
Wonderful.
McKelvey, on the same play he threw a pick six on in the second quarter, converts to Kel Hanks for a long touchdown pass of 65 yards and one play in the score for the Tigers.
Great play there. McKelvey showing up a little arm strength. Nice little touch pass on the wheel route there to Hanks. And Hanks takes it to the house for 6. First play, one touchdown. That's all you need.
Yeah. So one play, 65 yards, touchdown, Dadeville. And the Gators, just like that, all the momentum they regained after that offensive drive and the touchdown they just had, swings back to the Tigers. And the Tigers with the offense out there to go for 2. Trying to make it a 14-point game. McKelvey, quarterback run, far side, has a lane, ran to his own guy, fighting his way, stays up and scores the 2. McKelvey in for a second 2-point conversion of the night. And the Gators now lead 36-22. Up and down the field we go here in our third quarter from the Swamp. And the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
And And welcome back to the Swamp, the Zaxby's game of the week at Glenwood. On Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Gators up 36-22. Dadeville, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns so far in our third quarter offensively. Low kick is away to the near side. Tyler Clarity fields it at 30. Clarity 35, 40, has a lane to the 45. Tons of running room across midfield, and another good kickoff return by the Gators. Going to be 1st and 10 at the Dadeville 48.
It is now 1st down and 10 for the Gators from the Dadeville 47.
Ball spotted at the 47 officially. 23-yard return for Clarity. And the Gators offense set up in Dadeville territory. Nate Malone with a touchdown rush last drive. The Gators on the first play with Hart out wide near side. Malone now in motion. Stanley going to look for Hart. Fakes the slant and gets walloped. Big number 71 for Dadeville. Orcavius Wilkerson there on the sack. And a negative play on first down for the Gators.
2nd down and 14 from the Gators from the Dadeville 49.
Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14 now. Six minutes and counting left in our third quarter. Gators holding on to a 14-point lead here on senior night, the final regular season home game for the Gators. Stanley with 3 wide far side. Malone in the backfield. Going to be a give to Malone. Spins his way across midfield. Makes another man miss at the 45. Still on his feet, 40. Malone's loose. Below far side, 20. Foot race. They won't get him. Touchdown, Gators.
Wow. Malone, man. He has been all over the place here for the Gator offense.
Nate Malone with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the third quarter. Gators respond right back. 42-22 now the lead. Now Sauerwein on for the PAT. Perfect so far tonight. Snap good. Hold down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Glenwood leads at 43-22 here from the Swamp. We'll keep it here while the teams go back to their sidelines to discuss things. Noah Shelton here with you from the Swamp alongside Braden and Aiden. Aiden has been a crazy third quarter so far. Back and forth these offenses go.
Absolutely. I mean, they're basically exchanging blows at this point. I mean, Malone obviously had that big run right there. Kind of got away from him to start, but he shows his elusiveness. He's just an elusive and a powerful runner, too. Not only a threat on offense, but also we've seen tonight on defense and on special teams, he's had a lot of good returns tonight for the Gators.
How big has he been on offense so far, especially considering Carter Judah ejected from the game in the second quarter? Nate Malone's really stepped up and made an impact on this game for the Gators.
Absolutely, especially in Judah's absence, because he kind of served. Judah served kind of as the change of pace guy. Yeah. He was really more the kind of the bigger, burly type runner that kind of just was there to move the pile. But he obviously had big pickups tonight, and then Malone has just stepped in and taken the bulk of the carries tonight, and he's really made the most of what he's gotten tonight.
So now Sauerwein on to boot it away for the Gators. Dadeville had some miscommunication last kickoff. Ran a man on late to have 11. They got 11 easily now. Sauerwein kick down the middle. Dropped by Jefferson at the 15. Slips to the 20. Jefferson with room to the 25. To the 30. Still with room. Trying to find his way to the 35. Still loose. Jefferson still loose to the 40. To the 45. Far sideline across midfield and pushed out of bounds to the 48. Woo. Hard hit out of bounds. And the Gators again struggling with kickoff coverage. Dadeville again going to start in Gator territory. Ball spotted at the Gators' 48-yard line. Great field position for Dadeville. Looking to go 3 for 3 on offense so far in our second half. McKelvey in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle to Woody. Flag comes in. Woody's still bouncing his way out, trying to find some room. He's got some room across the 40. Gains about 9, but there's a flag down at the 45 and a Dadeville Tiger down at the 44. They're going to take the injured player out. Reminder, those injury timeouts brought to you by the Houston Clinic. Thank you to Jack Houston, the Jack Houston Hospital, and the Houston Clinic for our support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. We're going to take a break while they check the injured Tiger out. Gators lead at 43-22 on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
A life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back to the Swamp. I'd like to remind you that tonight at 11, the GIAA Scoreboard Show with Richard and Thrift. Thanks to Roger Beck again for sponsoring the GIAA Scoreboard Show. You can find that on the Facebook page and on GIAA.tv. Thrift and Richard breaking down everything across the river in Georgia on the GIAA Scoreboard Show. Thank you, Roger Beck, for your support. Still checking out the injured Dadeville player into the 44-yard line, yet to get a number on him. It's been a wild second half so far. Dadeville on their third offensive drive. Both teams have had 2 offensive drives and have scored 2 touchdowns. Nate Malone for the Gators really stepping up in the absence of Carter Judah. The 2 leading receivers for the Gators, Cam Dawson and Cal Lawrence, so far are rather quiet. But others have stepped up. Zayden Hart with a touchdown grab. Nate Malone, of course, with 2 offensive touchdowns and a defensive touchdown. Jalen Stanley with 2 rushing touchdowns. As a big man for Dadeville being helped off the field.
I think it's 72. 71, 72? 71? Number 71.
Big number 71, Mercavius Wilkerson, the injured Tiger, now on the sideline. Penalty was against Dadeville. It's going to move the ball all the way back to the 40. So 1st and 10 turns into 1st down and 22 for Dadeville. And the offense now back out there for the Tigers. McKelvey, 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown. Kel Hanks with a 65-yard wheel route touchdown grab in this third quarter. Option look here. McKelvey pitches it before he gets tackled. Jefferson gets leveled at the 37-yard line. Flag comes in late, too. Going to be a loss on the play, but flag comes in late. I think it's going to be against the Gators. White hat in the middle of the Dadeville huddle now steps out. He's going to make the call. Face mask against the Gators, and the penalty against Dadeville, the Gators give it right back. Seen that a couple times tonight. Been a good number of yellow hankies on the field so far in our ball game tonight.
And probably the majority of them were thrown at the end of the second quarter there on that red zone drive by Dadeville.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 7 or 8 of them just thrown in that one drive there alone.
So a ball back to the Gators 48, back to square one, and a 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Cale Hanks in the slot on the big G logo at midfield. McKelvey, handoff Jefferson. Lowers the shoulder, 1st down carry to the 41-yard line. Good gain of about 7 up the middle. Josiah Clark on the tackle there for the Gators. Second down and 3 coming up. Just over 4 minutes left in our third quarter. Glenwood up 43-22. Dadeville hanging in there. This offense really cranking it up here so far in the second half. Second down and 3. McKelvey, shotgun snap, handoff, Jefferson. Close to the first down near the 39. Could be marked just shy. Gonna be third down at about half a yard. Dadeville's been pretty good in short yardage situations tonight. You've been using that quarterback sneak a good amount. McKelvey scored on it twice for touchdowns and once for a 2-point conversion. Also had a quarterback keeper stretch play that went for a 2-point conversion. Well, third and a yard. Imagine this is definitely in the cards. They're going to keep in the shotgun, though. 2 wide each side. Jefferson again to McKelvey's left. McKelvey, keeper, far side, 1-on-1, first down, Dadeville. Got just enough. Good tackle out in open space for the Gators by Klein Edwards, but McKelvey needed 1, got about 1.5, and a first down for Dadeville on the ground. Ball's going to be spotted just shy of the 37-yard line. Dadeville huddle up, clock runs. .249 to play, third quarter and counting. Jefferson goes out in the slot, now 5 wide. McKelvey, shotgun snap, quick throw, quick over the middle, slant to Hanks, incomplete. Zayden Hart with great coverage in the back end. Brings up second down and 10. Us at Georgia Alabama Sports Live would like to shout out Planet Fitness, the newest member of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live community and family. Starting next week, 2 Student Athletes of the Week presented by Planet Fitness on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome Planet Fitness to the family. Also like to thank Roger Beck for his help with the halftime show and the GAA scoreboard show. Richard doing it from somewhere. Not sure where. He's been doing softball all day. Roger Beck helping Richard and all of us get it done tonight on Friday Night Lights. Second down and 10. McKelvey pump fake again. Rolling near side. In trouble. Retreating to the 50. Just has to chuck it into the stands. Incomplete. Smart decision by McKelvey. Not much there. Retreating all the way back to midfield. Brings up third down and 10. Third and 10 from the 38. McKelvey, roll out near side, looking to throw. Still looking. Fires it deep, and it is incomplete. Trying to get out to DeCary Daniels. Is incomplete.
Yeah, broken up.
Yeah, good coverage in the back end. Hard for me to see around this panel right here.
Yeah.
But pass falls incomplete on the near sideline. Going to bring up a fourth down for Dadeville. And perhaps the biggest play of the second half so far coming up for the Tigers offense. 2:15 to play the third quarter. Dadeville down 3 scores, facing a big fourth down and 10. McKelvey to throw. Stepping up in the pocket, going to run for it. To the 35, will he get there? Slips short. Trying to cut it outside of the far side, and he slipped down, and the Gators turn them over on downs.
He would have had it, too. It's just the grass. The grass gave way on that one juke there. And that's going to be.
would have had some room to get close to that marker. Yeah. And a turnover on downs.
Unfortunate for the Tigers.
Another trip across the Gators 50 that comes up empty for the Dadeville Tigers. Now the Gators back out on offense to try to break this game open. Lawrence in motion, going to get the fly sweep carry near side to the 35. Gets slung down to the 37-yard line, gains about 5. I'd like to remind you, coming up at the end of the game, the Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game. I'd like to thank Alex Quinney and his All-State Agency for all their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The Player of the Game, presented by Alex Quinney, coming up after we're wrapped up here from the Swamp. Pitch play near side. Nate Malone, he's got something to say about Alex Quinney. Good hands play, but he fumbled the ball. Announcers Jinx got him, and Dadeville recovers.
Oh, man.
Nate, that one's on me. Malone hit from behind, lost the ball, and Dadeville forces a turnover, and they got it back on their own 45-yard line.
So an unfortunate mistake there for Malone on what's rather really been a great night for him, offensively and defensively.
So Dadeville's turned him over, and it's going to be a first down from their own 46. Dadeville, again, been close a lot this year. Began the season with an overtime loss to Elmore County, lost to Fort A. Handley, beat Beulah 28-12 in the first region game, lost to Randolph by 1, Reeltown 14-0 in a weather-shortened game, and then last week lost to Lee Scott in overtime at home. First down for McKelvey, looking to throw. Rolls far side. Flags, plenty of them come in. Try to get out there to Hanks, falls incomplete. A few flags, one at the 41-yard line near where the pass was thrown in, one kind of toward the linebacker string for the Gators in Glenwood territory at the 47 on the near side. Referees conferring at the 42-yard line. Had a few of those conferences so far tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Holding on each team, penalties will offset. So will we play first down? First and 10 for the Tigers, now back at the 46-yard line. Three wide bunch, far side. Step to McKelvey. Looking to throw again, going to sling it deep down the far side. It's a wounded duck underthrown, and it is tipped and incomplete. Two Gators with a chance to intercept the pass. There's also a flag down near the line of scrimmage. Another one. Tyler Clarity and Jace McMillan on the back end nearly intercepted it. There's a flag against Dadeville. It's a hold. So 10 yards back for Dadeville, makes it first and 20.
They're really about to be done. We haven't even started the fourth quarter.
First and 10 for Dadeville from their own 35.
The stream froze again.
Right, first and 20 from their own 35 with a minute 25 left in our third quarter. Two wide each side for McKelvey. Hanks comes in motion. Handoff Jefferson. Not much doing there up the middle. Maybe gained a yard. Now under a minute to play in our third quarter. Dadeville trailing 43-22, facing a second down along their own side of the field. The offense has really gotten it going, but the Gators offense has been just as great at responding so far. Gators just staying out of reach. Hard count. Gators jumped but got back. And now whistles blow. And a flag's going to come in for encroachment. It is encroachment against the Gators. A rather late flag, but comes in nonetheless, and another 5 yards against the Gators. Been a ton of penalties tonight. Coach Nelson on the near side not happy with the call. 2nd down and 14 now. McKelvey looking to throw. Plenty of time. Rolls far side. Still looking. Now he's going to try to take off with it. Taken down. He's still alive. Still fighting his way, but he's going to be taken down for a gain of about 1 and bring up 3rd down and long.
There we go.
Clock rolling under 10, and that will be the last play of our 3rd quarter. Through 3, Gators holding on to a 43-22 lead from the Swamp on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
And welcome back to the Swamp, the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live for our 4th quarter. Gators clinging to a 43-22 lead over the Dadeville Tigers. Dadeville offense really moved the ball well that 3rd quarter, but the Gators did as well. Both teams scoring 14 in that 3rd period. And Dadeville with the football to begin quarter number 4 on their own side of the field, facing 3rd down and long. Going to be 3rd down and 13 from their own 44. They need the Gators 44 for a 1st down. Dadeville from their own 43. Two backs flanking McKelvey. Fakes the give. Pressured immediately. Going to be a screen at the middle to Hanks. Hanks to the 45 with room across midfield. England far side. Gets taken down. Good tackle out in space. Tyler Clarity at the 48. And it's going to get 4th down and about 5. And a big play upcoming for Dadeville on 4th down. Imagine they got to go for it down 3 scores.
Great look there from McKelvey. Obviously pressure coming, but he finds Hanks for a big pickup there, 4th and short. So a little bit of a manageable situation for the Tigers here.
Big 4th down upcoming. McKelvey all alone in the shotgun with 5 wide. The throw, quarterback keeper up the middle. Trying to get for it. He's close. He dives.
Going to be close.
Did he get there? The mark initially is no. He did not get there. The Gators defense stands tall, keeps him a yard short, and the Gators turn them over on downs.
And
1st down, Gators.
Whitehat gives a call, and great stand from the defense of the Glenwood Gators.
Another failed 4th down conversion for the Tigers. And the Gators with a chance to break this one open to make it 4 scores here in our fourth quarter. Again, Georgia Alabama Sports Live would like to welcome Planet Fitness to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live family. Starting next week, 2 Student Athletes of the Week presented by Planet Fitness coming your way on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Also got the Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game coming up after we're through. Or maybe a little before we're through. We'll see how things go. 1st and 10 for the Gators from the 45. Handoff middle. Nate Malone. Fumbled last time. Gets taken out for a loss this time. Loss of about 2 back to the 43. See, the Gators elect to choose some clock here. 3-possession lead here in the fourth quarter. They've been going fast, high tempo all night. See, they try to play a little more conservative, try to kill a little bit more clock on this drive. Second down and 13, snap with 10 on the play clock. Slant over the middle to Cal Lawrence, caught near midfield, finding his way, still on his feet. Cal Lawrence still loose across the 40. First down, Gators to the 38. Oh, he nearly broke it for a touchdown. Cal Lawrence, been fairly quiet all night, the leading receiver in the region. Makes a big play there. First down for the Gators in Dadeville territory. Now under 10 minutes to play in the ball game. Gators taking their time. First down and 10 at the Dadeville 37. 15 on the play clock. Stanley now up to the line. Pitch played near side Malone. Has room 35-30. Near side line shoved out of bounds to the 25. And close to another Glenwood first down. See, with the spot, it's going to be second down and just shy. Going to be second down and half a yard. Now the white hat stops play. Looking at the sideline to see if it may be a first down. And I think we're going to have a timeout for a measurement. Ball spotted. Front of the football, the nose touching just the 27-yard line. From here, it looks about maybe a foot short, but we'll see. Chain gang on the far side trotting over. Here we go. Marker down, and he's just shy. So second down and maybe a foot, if that, for the Gators upcoming. Gators offense back out there. Big 78 Aaron Carter, left tackle, been hobbling about all night, playing through some pain, some discomfort. Been a big night so far for the senior left tackle. Stanley bobbles the snap, hands it up the middle. Josiah Clark on the carry. Gets the first down to the 25. Big number 7, Josiah Clark, who wore number 14 last year, gets the carry and gains the Glenwood first down to the 25. Stanley, handoff Malone coming near side at the 20, has a hole inside the 15. Malone lowers the shoulder, gets pushed out of bounds near the 10. Another first down for the Gators on the ground. And the Gators just squeezing this one, taking the air out of the ball, trying to seal a 5th straight region win here at home on senior night. 8:45 to play in the ball game. Clark to the right, Malone to the left. Stanley going to give it to Clark up the middle. Fights his way close to the 10, maybe gained a yard. Clock rolling, Gators taking their time on this drive. Under 8, 24 left on the play clock. Definitely the slowest the tempo has been for the Gators offense tonight, but smartly so. Option look again. Stanley going to keep. Scored a touchdown earlier in the ball game. Can't stay on his feet this time. Gains about 4 to the 7. Brings up third down and 6. The Gators doing what their main goal is, and that's leave this clock and get out of here with a win. 7:23 and counting. Stanley fakes the sweep, looking to throw, in trouble, fires it to the end zone, has a man open, and it's caught for the touchdown. He caught it. Kason Peterson gets on the board, and the Gators with a knockout punch. (49-22) now the Gators lead. And Sauerwein, the senior, on for the PAT. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and kick perfect. Sauerwein perfect on the night for PATs, and the Gators lead at 50-22 here in our fourth quarter on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Hit the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $12,250 off MSRP. New Chevy Traverse, the spacious and comfortable ride with affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers.
And welcome back to the ball game. Gators leading at 50-22. Here at the Swamps on senior night. The senior class for the Gators, who began as freshmen in Ron Nelson's first year, looking to keep the stat they've only have one home loss in regular season play in their careers. Pooch kick near side, taking at the 28. Woody trying to angle far side to the 30, not much doing. Perhaps the best kickoff coverage by the Gators so far tonight on special teams. And Dadeville will start inside their own 30-yard line. Like to remind you, coming up at 11 o'clock Eastern, the GIAA Scoreboard Show on Facebook and GIAA.tv. Thank you, Roger Beck, for presenting it. Richard and Thrift going to catch you up on all the action across the river on the GIAA Scoreboard Show on GIAA.tv. Thank you, Roger Beck, for our support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
I wasn't on the stream, Brady. I had it covered. Here we go.
1st and 10. Backup quarterback in for Dadeville. Handoff middle, maybe gains 2 or 3. Jeremy Davis in at quarterback. Gain of 2 on that play to the 29 brings up second down at about 8. Six and a half minutes to play in the ball game. Gators have pulled away, down leading at 50-22. Handoff middle. And that's Davis on the carry. Back Jefferson on the carry, number 10. First down carry for Dadeville across the 40. Davis in at quarterback, 2 wide each side for Dadeville. 3-2 defensive look for the Gators. Davis going to throw over the middle, incomplete.
Almost intercepted.
A lot of black jerseys there, fell in between them. Brings up second down and 10. .5:42 left in the ball game. And the Gators looking to improve to 5-0 in region play. 6-2 overall. Again, the 2 losses out of region. Lost the season opener at Valley, 20-14. Had a 14-7 halftime lead over Wadley 2 weeks ago and fell 35-21. Handoff middle to Woody. Across the 45, still on his feet, close to midfield, gets driven back by Tyler Clarity. Way to finish the tackle, young man. Clarity stops him before he gets the first down, going to be a gain of 8. Be 3rd down and 2 coming up. Woody will check out, and Jefferson will check back in for Dadeville.
Oh, I forgot.
3rd and 2. Handoff middle. And Jefferson fighting for that first down. He's going to get just enough to get it. Long shoot the ball loose, but they're going to call us forward progress dead. Asher Long just about a second away from forcing the turnover. But it's a first down for Dadeville. Under 5 minutes to play now. Dadeville taking their time across midfield. Davis going to throw. Far side, short arms hitting complete in the flat. Try to get out to A.J. Coker. Pass a little bit too short. Second down and 10 coming up. Again, the Gators on the road next week at Lee Scott. Going to be the region championship, basically, for the regular season. You can catch that on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll hit the road again, as we did tonight for Carver, as they got a huge win on the road at Sumter County.
8-7.
8-7 the final on that, yes. Kind of feels like Auburn, Mississippi State circa 2008 on that one, doesn't it?
2-0 into the third quarter for the Carver game.
That's right. Second down and 10. Davis going to look throw again. Slings over the middle. Receiver fell down. Incomplete flag.
And there's going to be pass interference.
PI.
Yeah.
Zayden Hart on the coverage. Receiver slipped in. There's a reason why he hit the ground. There's also a flag back at the 40-yard line in Dadeville territory. 4 flags on the field. Field's starting to look yellow at this point. Referee still conferring. Maybe they're talking about the college football slate tomorrow. I'm not sure. Now they finally decided on a call. The eligible receiver downfield are going to go against the Tigers. Personal foul against the Gators, and the penalties will offset.
Okay. So we'll just replay the down.
So after all that, play didn't happen, didn't count. So second down and 10 coming up again for Dadeville at the Glenwood 48. .4:13 to play in the ball game. And referees having another conversation there on the far side. And now we can get ready for play.
There we go.
Davis to throw again. Here comes pressure. Ball's loose. Josiah Clark hit him, stripped it loose, and the Gators recovered it back at the 35. Big Josiah Clark, untouched, free lane at the quarterback, jars it loose, and the Gators force the turnover. Gators looking to put this thing on ice when we come back at the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back to the ball game. First and 10 for the Gators after the strip sack fumble, handoff middle. And Stanley's still in at quarterback. And up in the air and back down comes number 17, Colton Head on the carry.
It's like a Captain Insano powerbomb.
Gained about one, and a Dadeville player slow to get up. Now he gets up. Scary looking tackle there. Luckily, everybody is all right.
Yeah.
Gain of 2, second down and 8 coming up. Stanley, the senior, playing his final regular season home game in a Gators uniform. Looking to enjoy this last 3.5 minutes as the Gators tick down the clock away. Looking to improve to 5-0 in region play with 1 to go next week. Fly sweep handoff near side. Case and Long on the carry. Flag comes in. Shocker. And Long still finding some Dadeville Tigers, taken down for about a yard loss.
See what Whitehead has to say. You think the referee's arms are getting tired for having to throw the flags. You really think so?
Holding goes against the Gators, going to move him back 10 yards.
It's got to be a good workout.
Yeah. Got a few freshmen in there. Lawson Booth out wide near side. And Tucker White just trots off 2 freshmen there for the Gators. And Gray Walters, a freshman, is going to trot back out there for the Gators. And going to be the running back in the formation, and Ron Nelson's going to take the clock down and call timeout. Timeout. Gators leading 50-22 on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll wrap it up when we come back.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dream.
Here they come! More big transport trucks full of new GMC trucks and SUVs to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $12,750 off. New GMC Terrains with a fresh design, a spacious interior, and safety features, discounted up to $4,000 off MSRP. Plus, enjoy no payments until November at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Gators up 50-22, 2:45 to play in our ball game.
New quarterback.
And in at quarterback for the Gators is Kason Long, the freshman. Going to run near side, going to be quarterback design run, taken down for a loss. And we got third down and long for the Gators, third and about 13. Another quarterback run. And taken down for maybe a loss of 1. So fourth down coming for the Gators. Like to do now our Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game. Thank you, Alex Quinney, for our support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tonight, your winner is Nate Malone. Malone, that big pick six before the half for the Gators to take a 3-possession lead into the locker room. Has 2 rushing touchdowns to his credit. Nate Malone been all over the field tonight. Nate Malone, make it up to you now. Congratulations. You are our Alex Quinney All-State Agency Good Hands Player of the Game. Congratulations, Nate Malone. Congratulations to the Gators. What's going to be a huge region win for the Gators and bring up a massive showdown next week at Lee Scott. And now for the first time tonight, the punt team coming out for the Gators. Spencer LaGuire, the senior, got a bit away at home in the regular season one last time. And it's a good one.
That's
spiraling
a really
kick.
good punt.
Lands at the 10, rolls inside the 5. Oh, my goodness, what a punt. Down inside the
Really
5.
good
Spencer
punt.
LaGuire played a killer national anthem to get us started and pins Dadeville inside the 5 late in our fourth quarter.
Great punt there from LaGuire.
Exactly 1 minute left in the ball game. Well, we got a moment. Also, like to thank Planet Fitness again for being the newest member of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live family. 2 Student Athletes of the Week presented by Planet Fitness starting next week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Also, look out for the Hula Hands highlight of the week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Be sure to follow us on all the social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Any ones you've got, we're probably on it. Be sure to follow us on all the platforms. Davis again still at quarterback for Dadeville. Quarterback keeper running far side. Now cuts it up the middle of the field. Solid Gator on first down, close to the first down, gains about 10. First down carry there for Dadeville. Clock runs with 45 seconds to play.
Likely the last play here.
Late substitution in for the Gators. Quarterback keeper running to the near side this time. And Davis taken down for a gain of about 4. 17 seconds and rolling. See if Dadeville wants to try it one more time.
And looks like they're not going to be able to get a playoff here. They might try, but that looks like it's going to be it here.
2-1, and there it is. The Glenwood Gators on senior night in a hard-fought game pull away late and beat the Dadeville Tigers 50-22 to improve to 5-0 region play. So it's all set up. Glenwood Gators 5-0. Lee Scott Warriors 5-0. 2 rivals going at it for a region championship match next Friday. The game at Auburn at Lee Scott. Georgia Alabama Sports Live again will be on the road for that one next Friday night. Aiden, any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Not really. I mean, obviously, really great adjustment from Glenwood. Obviously, the first half was kind of back and forth. Second half, Glenwood kind of pulled away and really showed why they're a 5-0 team here. And Dadeville, although their record may not be what they wanted, they really played a great game of football, and really they got a few of their young guys in and got some extra reps in. But always a good sign to see your depth, whether it be a blowout and a win or a loss. It's just a great sign for Dadeville and for Glenwood. Both teams, their young guys are working well tonight, and it's going to be a great game next week with Glenwood and Lee Scott.
Dadeville again right there. Had an interception on the first play of the ball game, could not score off of it after starting at the Glenwood 11. Also before the half had a chance to make it a 1-possession game going into the locker room. Pick 6 by Nate Malone made it the other way around, making a 3-possession lead for Glenwood at the halftime break. Glenwood, Lee Scott, next Friday, region championship between the rivals on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. But for now, for Noah Shelton, that's me, for Braden, my producer, and for Aiden, the cameraman and the color guy, we thank you for watching this presentation of high school football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The Zaxby's game of the week at Glenwood. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.